everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bohdi and welcome to my reading nook. So today's video is going to be my most anticipated books of 2017. Now, I watched a couple of other people's anticipated books for this year and I am just like, what are those books? I don't even know what those books are. There may potentially be more that I don't mention. There's only 6 I'm going to mention. There may be more depending on what I read this year and whether I get into an author or not. For example, Sarah J. Maas, I've never read her, but I've heard good things about her and I know she has a book coming out this year, so we shall see. But as it stands at this point, there are 6 main books that I am eager for them coming out this year. And I have a list of them here. I have my little list, my little video note. So the first book is Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. Now, I say I'm anticipating this release, but this video is pre-recorded, so this video could go up like before that book, like after that book has come out. So I've already pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered it because if you pre-ordered it online or you buy it on the day, you could submit proof of your purchase and get an epilogue, an exclusive epilogue to the Divergent series, and I was like, oh my god, yes. Yes. Yes, queen, yes. So Carve the Mark follows the story of, I'm going to read the Goodreads blurb. It's set in space, so it's a sci-fi book, which is strange for me because I don't really read that much to do with space, if anything. It follows Akos and Kyra, or Syra. So, on a planet where violence and vengeance rule, in a galaxy where some are favoured by fate, everyone develops a current gift, a unique power meant to shape the future. While most benefit from their current gifts, Akos and Syra or Kyra do not. Their gifts make them vulnerable to others' control. Can they reclaim their gifts, their fates, and their lives and reset the balance of power in this world? Syra is the sister of a brutal tyrant who rules the Shotet people. Shotet? Syra's current gift gives her pain and power, something her brother exploits, using her to torture his enemies, but Syra is much more than just a blade in her brother's hand. She is resilient, quick on her feet, and smarter than he knows. Akos is from the peace-loving nation of Thuv. Why do they have to make names so hard to verbally pronounce? So Akos is from the peace-loving nation of Thuv, and his loyalty to his family is limitless. Though protected by his unusual current gift, once Akos and his brother are captured by enemy Shotet soldiers, Akos is desperate to get his brother out alive, no matter what the cost. When Akos is thrust into Syra's world, the enmity between their countries and families seems insurmountable. They must decide to help each other to survive or to destroy one another. Yeah. The second book is book number 3 in the Illuminae trilogy. Now, I haven't read Gemina, but I have read Illuminae and I liked it. So I'm just assuming that I'm going to enjoy Gemina, and that I will, enjoy the third book, which doesn't have a name yet, but that is coming out in October. Yeah. The next one is Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman, which is coming out on February 7th, which is my birthday, which is very exciting. So Norse mythology follows, it's basically a retelling of the core mythological stories in Norse culture, so everything to do with the gods and the goddesses of, the Norse world. I'm really excited to see that, to read about it. I am quite interested in Greek and Egyptian mythology. I've always found it interesting. I have an Egyptian ankh tattooed on my arm, so I'd like to get more exposure to Norse mythology as well. Now, the next book that I'm excited for is a memoir. The next 3 are memoirs. The first one is by Candis Cayne. For those who don't know, Candis Cayne is a transgender performer who lives in America. She was on Caitlyn Jenner's TV show I Am Kate, and I've connected with her I've tweeted her a couple of times and she's responded and stuff like that. I find her really interesting. I find her backstory really interesting. I've heard several podcasts that she's been on, seen several interviews, and I really am inspired by her, and that's also going to be a really relevant book for something that I'm working on at the moment, which the next book will also be relevant to, which is, I'll read you the title, The Secrets of My Life, and it's Caitlyn Jenner's memoir, which comes out on April 25th, while Candis Cayne's comes out in June. So Caitlyn Jenner's memoir, I think it'll be really interesting. You know, when she came out as transgender, it made movements around the world, and I argue that without Caitlyn Jenner's exposure on such a public, you know, worldwide stage or scale, people, because of that, people know that transgender is a thing. And the final one is, it's called The Life I Want, and it's by Oprah Winfrey. It's her memoir. Now, I read in December of 2015 that this was being published in January of 2017, but I cannot find anything on it. I'm assuming it's being published sometime this year. If anyone knows, please let me know. But I'm really excited for that too. I've read a book by Oprah before, which was called What I Know For Sure, and it was a collection of her, in her own magazine, she always writes What I Know For Sure. And it was a collection of those things on different topics, and I found it really inspiring, and the audiobook was amazing. So yeah, those are my 6 anticipated books of 2017. Do you have any? Let me know below, and let me know why. You might inspire me to go out and get them as well. So yeah, that's all I have for you. So until next time, happy reading!